Captain's log. What's good? Oh, it don't look like I'm gonna be getting no office time this week. No commuting this week. So instead, I just try to take me a little walk on my lunch break while I'm at home once a day. Nice little pond joint. I'll show it to you in a second. So here we go, a little pond situation. You know what I'm saying? We get that little quick exercise in. Shit, I think it's maybe a mile or something if you run around the jump twice back to the crib. So be real good for me. I should have been doing this in the summertime, but you know, niggas be lazy. Anyway, so man, I went to a concert the other day, man. Went to see Larryjune at the Fillmore. If you don't know what that is, look him up. Young Cali dude. You know what I'm saying? Real groovy beats, kind of Currency-esque. You know what I'm saying? So you know I'm digging. They use the same producer that used Cardo Got Wings. And the show was real good. Good job, Larry. Do it again. So for real, man, I just more and more, bro, that older age, man, just starting to sink. And I always be talking like I'm 50 years old out here. I'm only 36, but I be feeling like that shit. So I just give you a scenario how I went. So, you know what I'm saying? Pulled up. I said, you know what, let me get out the house early, man. I link up with my mans and them. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving my own car so I can just come straight back home. Now, granted, this concert is on a Monday. It's on a Monday night, you know what I mean? So I got to work the next day. So I'm like, fuck. Let me see if I get me a little nappy poo in during the day. You know what I mean? Typical old dude shit, man. Like, let me lay down for a second, man. So I won't be as drained the next day. So pulled up to my man joint, shit about 6:45, quarter to 7. I was like, you know, we want to get down there like 8 something. So let me get here. You know what I mean? I can kick back, relax, pour me a little drink, smoke me a cigar. So I poured up a little personal paint. You know what I mean? What the fellas call it, a little personal pie. Had that. Of course, we ended up leaving late. You know, niggas on CP time. And, you know, we head down to the spot. You know what I'm saying? We wait in the line. Line longer than the goddamn waiting to go see TCB at the CFE, you know what I'm saying, back in the early 2000s. So I'm like, damn, bro. But I mean, it moved kind of quick. We probably was in the line for about a little less than like 30 minutes. So usually for me, because I don't go out as much as I used to no more, I'm always looking at fashion, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out. So I'm looking at, you know, what people out here wearing, what they got on. And you have people with some basic stuff on, man. You have people with some sweet little fits. Some people with some over-the-top shit. People had whole Larryjune sweatsuits. I'm like, damn, bro, we are getting all this shit from? Because every time I get on the website, it's sold out. So get in the joint, you know what I'm saying? Link all my other men that was in there. Seen some folks I ain't seen in a minute. Always running into some folks. See my man from college. See my man, shout out to George. Keith and them. And, you know, went to the bar immediately. Went to get me a little glass. Man, look, this is my problem with these bars, these little club bars. Look, I've been drinking alcohol for a long time. I've been drinking alcohol for about 20 years. So it's like, you know, my taste buds, I done got a little bougie, man. So I can't be out here drinking no motherfucking, I don't want no fucking Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no motherfucking Jack Daniels. I don't want no cheap liquor, dog. I don't. That shit cheap liquor to me. So with that being said, when I pull up to the bar, like, you ain't even got no bullet bourbon. You know what I'm saying? I already know I ain't gonna find no Basil Hayden. I already know I ain't gonna find no Bibb and Tuckers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna find no Stranahan's. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna find none of the good whiskey bourbon that I drink. But I personally, all I had was Maker's Mark, bro. Honestly, I don't like fucking Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark tastes cheap to me, too. And they want 13 for the joint. So I'm like, here I am. I've been sipping Basil Hayden on the way there. And now I got to downgrade myself to fucking Maker's Mark, you know what I'm saying? And the line was long as hell, so I was very upset about that. Secondly, man, like, I just know for future reference, if I'm going to a concert, if I can't get no seat, bro, I'm not going. Simple as that. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I was in the joint, I had my Vans on, comfy, cushed up, and, you know, my feet wasn't hurting or nothing like that, but I wanted to sit down, bro. I wanted to order some food, like, I wanted to just jog, like, chill, and they had that little section in there, but because we got there a little bit later than we supposed to, all them shits were sold out. Like, I'll pay top dollar, bro, but I'm not going to no more concerts to be standing. So then we get in the joint, you know what I'm saying? And that's like $13 a cup. So I didn't have about shit, I had at least 3 cups in the joint. So I'm nice and blitzed. But then like the whole joint is smoked out, bro. Like niggas is whole chiefing in that joint, whole blunts in front of security, like don't nobody care. And I'm like, bro, if this how we going in these places now, bro, this how we going, bro, I just saved my fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And just had me a little joint rolled up, bro, because it seems it's a lot cheaper than going to the bar, especially if like they wasn't fucking throwing nobody out or no shit like that. Like they was literally telling this dude that he had to move from the little VIP area because they paid for the seats. And this nigga had got up with the blunt to his fucking lip. Took like 3 puffs, like, oh my bad. Brought my whole fucking shirt, my whole fit, even my hair, my nails, everything was just smelling like weed. Like you would have thought I was in that joint, just back to back blunting in that joint. But yeah, whole joint was smoked out. Howard Theater was like that too. When I went to see I forgot who the hell we went in there to see. We went to see Currency. Joint was smoked out too. That shit was actually worse. We ended up leaving early. But then to top it off, man, I was so hungry, dog, because I didn't really have too much to eat. You know, my fault. Self-inflicted. And I fucked around, got home, and just was warming up whatever was in the fridge, ate a bunch of food, and went laid up in the fucking bed. That shit was sitting right on my chest when I threw that shit up. And that just turned into pretty much into the early afternoon of throwing up, you know. So overall, did I enjoy the concert? It was okay. I think Larryjune, he's independent artist doing his thing. He already up there. He gonna keep getting bigger, but I wasn't comfortable, man. Like I was standing all the way in the fucking back by the bar. I couldn't really see, so I didn't really get the experience I wanted to. So I'm just gonna get a seat next time. One last thing, man. One last thing, just off topic. Man, I sold the bike, man. I sold it, man. I sold that shit. I got a couple grand for it. Some dude hit me up early in the morning on shit. Sunday. Was like, he was trying to come see the joint. I said, look, well, you got to pull up because I got some shit to do. He pulled up on me 2 hours later. So I done cleaned the bike off a little bit best I could. You know what I'm saying? And threw that shit on the truck, took it around the corner to this little park. And he pulled up. Man, he was in a car, him and his man. So he get out the car. I'm like, bruh, where's the trailer? Where's the pickup truck? So he's like, what's up, man? It's a very nice bike, blah, 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 blah. So I'm showing him the shit. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed very overwhelmed about what was going on. So I knew at that point, I was like, yeah. He just sat there and told me that he'd been riding bikes for 20 years, but I don't think he knows shit for real. So, I went over it. I told him everything. I said, you got Brentoon Final Edition, you got Ford suspension, you got Brembo Master Cylinder, you got Motion Pro 50 mil in there, you got full exhaust on the joint, you got armor body fucking fairings on here, it's running pump gas, it's got launch control. I gave him the whole spiel, man. So he's like, all right. So I said, well, go ahead, take it for a test ride. So he took the joint around the parking lot, you know what I'm saying, came back, said, let's make a deal. So we made a deal. I even threw in the pit bull stands, man. I said, you want some tire warmers? And he was like, he had only been to the track one time. I was like, all right, well, never mind. Take them shits off and put some street tires on there. So I'm like, well, how you gonna get the joint home? He's like, oh man, I'm about to just ride it home. So I'm like, where you coming from? This motherfucker said Dulles, Virginia. Bruh, I'm in like fucking central PG County, and you telling me you about to ride that joint all the way up 66 to Dulles? I said, sir, this joint don't have no tag on it, and you got slick tires. I was like, do you know what that means? I was like, that means that these tires aren't gonna heat up, bruh. Like even if I put them on the tire warmers for you, they will not heat up. I said, look, bruh, I said, hey, the chances of you making it home are like slim to nil, because there's no way that you're gonna ride, that you're not gonna come past the Virginia State Trooper on the way home. But in my head, I was like, it's not your bike no more. He gave you the bread, he gave you cash, so let him do what the fuck he wanna do. So I'm like, I said, you know what, man, good luck, bro. Look, I packed that motherfucking trail up, and I said I rolled off, man. And You could have thought a single tear would have came down my face. I had that bike for 7 years, bro. And I just remember when I bought the bike from the dude I bought it from, and I was messaging him and shit after and all that. That motherfucker ain't responding to shit. He like, bro, the deal is done. You gave me the bread, like, don't contact me. But that's okay though, man. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to bigger and better things, new ventures, 2022. Something else coming to the garage. I got to keep something in the garage, so I keep y'all posted on that, man. But that's it, bro. Like, we'll go ahead and finish this walk up, going here, and I think I'm having burgers for lunch. Y'all have a good day. Captain out.